And good evening. Welcome back to the Highliner Activity Center. We have got our final game of our tripleheader here tonight. Valley City and Wahpeton. Now the Varsities take center stage. As the Highliners coming in and looking at the standings again, the Valley City Highliners coming in 9-8 on the year. And they are 7-3 in Region 1. Wahpeton 13-6 on the year. They are 8-3 in Region 1. The Northern Cascade, which the Highliners won by 13, that was a 2-point game in the standings for Valley City. Well, Valley City and Wahpeton, when these two teams met back on January 18th, that was a game won by the Highliners, 59-44 over the Wahpeton Huskies. And that was part of this streak where Valley City has been playing some great basketball since the calendar turned over to the first of the year. The Highliners have won 8 of 11 here in that stretch, and they have one more game to go. Tuesday night, they're on the road at Kindred. So here's what's at stake tonight between these two teams. A Wahpeton win, they would finish the year at 9-3. Valley City would fall to 7-4. Wahpeton would get the number 2 seed then in the tournament, in the Region 1 tournament. If Valley City wins tonight, they would improve to 8-3. Wahpeton would fall to 8-4. And that would clinch the number 2 seed for Valley City because they would have swept Wahpeton this year. That's what is at stake tonight for Valley City. A win, and you're the number 2 seed in the Region 1 tournament, and you don't have to worry about Kindred until you get to that championship game, if you can get to that championship game. That Region 1 tournament will be coming up March 4th, 5th, and 7th. Unlike the girls, it is Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday that they will have the Region 1 tournament. That's going on up at the Shield Center at the Shack in Fargo at NDSU. Coming up here in our pregame, we'll talk a little bit more about these two teams. Also, we have our starting lineups, national anthem, and that opening tap. It's the Highliners and the Huskies. Region 1 boys basketball here from the Hack, live on YouTube on the Highliner Activity Network. Paul McDonald back with you here at the Hack, Valley City and Wahpeton in this final home game of the year for Valley City. Of course, they already had their senior night and parents recognition night here the other day on Tuesday, and they lost to Hillsborough Central Valley. So this is, I think they wanted to have it then because there's too much going at stake for this game tonight anyway, with the region implications and how big of a game it is as far as the standings are concerned. So not have that side distraction by having Parents' Night, senior recognition. Let's get that out of the way, and we can focus on basketball here tonight, and that's exactly what they're doing. And I just have to point out, just joining in, or just coming up the stairs, Jimmy Howard, coach of the Highliner girls. And of course, if you miss the Highliner girls again, they're playing tomorrow, finished the second runner-up in Region 1. They will be playing Carrington, who finished third in Region 2. They will be playing in a state qualifying game tomorrow at 1 o'clock. That's going on up at Louis Lee Fieldhouse in Mayville. And of course, congratulations to Tessa Olson. She was voted Senior Athlete of the Year for Region 1. Coach Howard was voted Coach of the Year for Region 1. And also Dakota Potratz, Katie Burchell, and Tessa Olson all garnering all Region 1 honors. So congratulations to Highliner girls, and they are one win away from the first state tournament berth for the Highliner girls in 10 years. 2014 was the last time that the Highliner girls went to the state tournament. As a matter of fact, the gentleman down on the sidelines right now, Coach Jim McDaniel, he was an assistant on that team for Coach Waylon Starr 10 years ago. We're going to send her down to the scores table. We've got our starting lineups. National Anthem being sung by Sully Pete. That is his stage name. But of course, we all know him as Sullivan Peterson, is going to be singing our National Anthem. And Jaden Radcliffe, our PA announcer, will be getting our starting lineup. So let's head down to the floor and get this thing started tonight. The Highliners and the Huskies here. And we are live from the Hack on the Highliner Activity Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Highliner Activity Center for this Region 1 matchup between the visiting Wahpeton Huskies and your Valley City Highliners. Valley City High School encourages and promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation this evening by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. At this time, I would ask that you please rise, remove your hats, and face the flag for the singing of our national anthem by our very own Sullivan Peterson. At this time, help me in welcome and starting lineup for the boys first grade Little Liners. Starting guard, Benjamin Buck. Another guard, Brooks Muskie. Starting forward, Easton Lamb. The other forward, Finley Saka. Another forward, Grayson Rittenhouse. And at center, Turner Peterson. And now the starting lineup for the Wahpeton Huskies. Is a junior guard wearing number 2, Bjorn Kubala. A sophomore guard wearing number 10, Braden Stephens. A junior guard wearing number 11, Brayden Mouth. A senior forward wearing number 33, Jaden King. And a senior forward wearing number 35, Cooper Klosterman. Head coach for Wahpeton is Jeff Ralph. He is assisted by Joe Kennedy, Casey Tierney, and Jordan Rouse. Now starting lineup for your Valley City Highlanders. A senior guard wearing number 3, Carson Eggert. A junior guard wearing number 5, Bryson Hack. Senior forward wearing number 10, Carver Peterson. A senior forward wearing number 23, Zach Sakharov. And the man in the middle, a senior wearing number 32, Talon Larson. Highlanders are coached by Jimmy Daniel and assisted by Mike Lentz.
There's our starting lineups. The Highlanders and the Huskies. Again, the Huskies, Bjorn Kubala, Braden Stephens, Drayton Mount, Jaden King, and Cooper Klosterman, the starting 5. The Highlanders with Carson Eggert, Bryson Hack, Carver Peterson, Zach Sakora, and Talon Larson. Tommy Bergen, Ron Nudell, Mark Gobert, our officials. And we're just 8 minutes behind schedule. There's the tip. Highlanders have it. We're underway. Region 1, Valley City and Wahpeton. Dribble drive, Sakora kicks it onto the wing. Eggert, three-pointer from there, off the back iron. Rebound taken down by King, and here come the Huskies back into the front court. And the Highlanders won by 15 when these two teams met in Wahpeton back on the 18th of January. 20 seconds gone first quarter. Huskies with the ball, Stephens. Off the crossover, Klosterman, far side. Global drive, Mauk, stop, pop, 19-footer, short, rolls off, rebound, Eggert. Carson, front court, Sakora, into the corner, Heck, three-pointer, off the rim, high rebound, off the hands of Larson, and grab by the Huskies. Back into the front court, Huskies come down with Stephens all the way in, layup, good, over Eggert's block attempt. And it's a 2-0 Husky start, almost a minute gone first quarter. Eggert, Carver Peterson, far wing. Cutting through, Heck, head shoulder fake. Bryson, baseline pass went right past everybody and out of bounds. Turnover. And the ball will go over to the Huskies. Minute 4 gone here in quarter number 1. 2-0 Huskies. Stephens will bring it across. Up top, Klosterman to King. Back to Stephens. He'll go far side. Capella. Free throw line. Mount. Stephens wants in. Spin move in the lane. Goes up with a left hand for 2. Braden Stephens. He's got all 4 points. Stephens 4, Valley City nothing. Pass in the lane. Larson shot up by Talon off the glass for 2. Larson with a bucket. Highlanders on the board. Took a minute 45. Trailing 4-2. Stephens into the front court all the way through. Blocked there by Bryson Heck. Eggert grabs the rebound. Eggert then tried to go through a double team. He is fouled. Foul going to be called on Trayton Mount, his first team foul. It'll be inbound here at the near sideline. Eggert brings it in to Bryson Heck. Heck across the timeline, right-hand dribble, far side, Peterson. Carver, the senior, up top to Heck. 4 seniors in the starting lineup. Heck, the junior, at the free throw line, far side, Peterson. Just off the right elbow, gives it back to Eggert. Eggert circles around, goes up off the glass for 2. Carson Eggert coming off a 24-point effort against Hillsborough Central Valley on Tuesday. He's got 2. We're tied at 4. Our first tie here in this one. 5.5 to go inside. Stephens off the glass for 2. He's got all 6 of the points right now for the Huskies. Braden Stephens, a 6-foot sophomore. Near side, Heck into the corner. Sikora. Dribble drive, baseline left, goes up, reverse layup, partially blocked. Rebound Talon, and he is fouled as he was about ready to go up. And Talon Larson will go to line and shoot 2. Foul's going to be called on Mount. That'll be his second team foul. So Talon Larson at the line, shooting 2. Good on the first with a 6'5" senior. Well, Mount will come to the bench, and that will bring in Noah Berg. Berge, the 6'1" senior. Second free throw, good for Talon. And we are tied at 6. Stephens into the front court. For Wahpeton, top of the key, left-hand dribble. Off on that left wing. Watched there by Heck. Gets it up top to Kubala. Kubala backs his way in, just inside the free throw line. Back behind himself to Klosterman, gives it back to Stephens. Stephens, near wing. Berge. Up top to King. 1 dribble, far wing, Stephens. 8 on the shot clock. Fade away from 18. Nothing but net for Braden Stephens. He has got all 8 of the Husky points tonight. 4:40 remaining, 8-6. Wahpeton. In the front court, Eggert to Peterson. Carver up top. He'll give it off to Eggert. Dribble drive, left of the lane. Bounce back in the lane. Larson layup good. Carson Eggert with a nice dime. Talon Larson with 6. And we've got 3 ties in our first 3.5 minutes. Stephens off on the wing. Berge gives it to King. King lost the dribble, picks it up in the lane, goes up with the left hand off the glass for 2. Jaden King's first 2. So it's the Braden and Jaden show right now for the Huskies. They lead 10-8 halfway through first quarter. Peterson top of the key, cutting through Sikora. Nearly traveled, lost the ball, but grabs it back up top. Peterson into the corner. Eggert, 3-pointer off the rim. Rebound grabbed there by Bryson Heck. Down low, Larson underneath, goes up strong off the glass for 2. Talon Larson with 8 here in the first quarter. Heck with the assist. And we have 4 ties here in the first quarter. 3:38 remaining, 10-10 your score. Stephens up top. Klosterman, long 3, good. Cooper Klosterman drops the 3 ball. It is a 13-10 advantage for the Huskies. Eggert, dribble drive in the lane, strong to the hole with the left hand, got it to dangle on the rim and fall through. He's got 4. A 1-point lead, 13-12, Cabela. Back behind to Stephens. Stephens on the left wing, thought about it, got his man in the air, doesn't shoot. Back up top, Cabela. Cabela, he will take the 3-pointer, knocks that one down. Bjorn Cabela with the triple. And it is a 4-point lead, 16-12 Huskies. Sikora gives it off to Peterson. Near side, Sikora. Into the corner, Heck. Heck on the cutter to Eggert. Baseline left. Down low, Larson. Stolen there by Klosterman. Stephens, ball knocked away. On the steal is Eggert. Down low. Here is a 2-handed flush. Talon Larson lays it in off the steal. And the Highlanders back within 2, 16-14. Talon with the dunk. The 2-handed standing dunk. They approach 2 minutes remaining. King backing his way in. Goes up, shot blocked by Talon. They're going to say a head was hit there by Carver Peterson. That'll be number 1 on Carver. And the first team foul. So at the free throw line will be Jaden King shooting 2. Free throw up and down. 3 for King. That'll bring Jackson DeVries into the lineup, 6'3" junior. And the lefty, King, drops down number 2. Back to a 4-point lead, 18-14. Far corner, Sikora drives through a double team, goes up, no. The rebound grab by Stephens on the baseline. Huskies up by 4, 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. King, right of the lane, picks up the dribble, guarded there by Larson. Shot over Larson, off the mark. Talon gets the rebound, his second. He'll give it back to Peterson, he'll start up the floor. Garver picks up the dribble as he comes across the logo. Right-hand dribble, right of the lane, into the corner. Heck. 3-pointer from there. Good. Bryson Heck, first triple of the game. And it's a 1-point game, 18-17. A minute 35 remaining. From the free throw line, step his shot, barely draws iron. Peterson with the rebound. Carver's got Heck with him on a 2-on-2. No-look pass, and he should have looked because that goes right into the hands of the Huskies, and they'll come back the other way. Down low, King gives it off. Kubella, 3-pointer near wing, good. Jorn Kubella with his second 3 ball, and it's 21-17. Back and forth we go as we approach a minute to go here in the first quarter. Nice pass that time, Eggert, and then stepping in front of it was King. Jump ball possession to the Huskies on the alternate possession. So Wahpeton will get the ball back with a minute 3 to go. Jeff Ralph, the head coach of the Huskies, he was one of the vocal proponents of this 3-class system, and it's been a good deal for his team. Here's Kubella driving in, blocked there by Eggert. Get that out of here on the last home game. Huskies 13-6 on the year. Again, 8-3 in the region. Will either be a number 2 seed or number 3 seed. The winner of this game will be the number 2 seed more than likely. Near side, King. Up top, ball knocked away from Heck and out of bounds. They say no, it went off of Stephens. So it will go over to the Highliners. Joe Keaveney, Casey Materi, Jordan Ralph, the assistant coaches for the Huskies. As Noah Berge comes back in the lineup here. Heck to Eggert. Back here to Heck. Over to Eggert. Top of the key. Near side, Peterson. Back to Eggert. Driving through in the lane, wanted a scoop shot, went almost out of bounds. Talon Larson saved it into the hands of Stephens. It's a 4-on-3 for the Huskies. Going in, Stephens off the glass for 2. Stephens now in double figures with 10. 23-17. Shot clock off, 10 seconds to go. All the way down, Heck stumbles, falls down, play continues. Kubella for the Huskies back the other way. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, into the far corner. 3-pointer from there at the horn, and it glances off the glass and goes in. Noah Berge with a 3-pointer that raised the backboard and goes in. A 8-0 run to end the quarter for the Huskies. They lead 26-17 after 1. We'll step aside. Back with the second quarter. This is Highliner Basketball live from the Hack on YouTube on the Highliner Activity Network. As we start the second quarter, Zach Sikora, Jack Dieterle, Talon Larson, Bryson Heck, and Carson Eggert will start the second half here for Valley City, or the second quarter. Get the starters here for the Huskies. They will send out Jorn Kubella, Noah Berge, Braden Stephens. There's a travel called on Dieterle. Turnover. And the ball goes over to Wahpeton. Jackson DeVries And Cooper Klosterman starting 5 for the Huskies. 15 seconds gone here in quarter number 2. 26-17, Huskies on an 8-0 run. Top of the key, Klosterman goes down low, ball knocked away, and on the floor, picked up by Eggert off the steal. That was Dieterle that disrupted that pass. Right side, Heck cutting through, Eggert in the lane, lost it, picked up by Talon Larson. He is tied up, or they're going to call a foul. They're going to call a foul on Bjorn Kubella. That's going to be his first team foul. So that will be the first team foul. Carver Peterson back in. Larson will sit down. Inbound baseline. Heck will bring it in for Valley City. Bryson lobs it, grabbed by Eggert. Here on the near sideline. Got it to Heck. Baseline, teardrop, right hand, no. Rebound off several sets of hands, finally controlled by Wahpeton. Back to the way, Cabela into the front court. On the far side, top of the key, Stephens. Stephens driving in, layup blocked and in. It was partially blocked, but it in and went. Braden Stephens now with 12. And it's a 10-0 run, and that run ends. Sikora scoring inside. Zach with a little baby hook, stopping that 10-0 run. It's 28-19 Huskies. Stephens, Cabela, top of the key, ball knocked away. Loose ball picked up off the Eggert steal. Sikora to Carson. Carson double pump, layup, no. Rebound, and we're going to have a foul called underneath. Loose ball foul called, and the officials consult one another. I believe it's against Wahpeton. They're going to say no shot. That one will be against Bjorn Cabela, which would be his second team foul. Second team foul. Now Jaden King comes back into the lineup, as does Drayton Mauk with his 2 fouls. Inbound on the baseline, Heck for Valley City. Lobs it. Eggert lost it. Mauk has it. Handed off, and then he gives it right back. Mauk into the front court. Far side. Quick 3 from the wing, air ball. And Heck will grab the rebound. In the front court, Heck, near corner. Sikora for 3. Count it! Sikora knocks down the triple. He's got 5 all in the quarter. 28-22. A little 5-0 run now by the Highlanders, back within a half dozen. 2 minutes gone here in this second quarter. Klosterman up top of the key, Cabela. Mauk, near side Stephens. Lobbing it, King. King posting up, right of the lane. Kicks it back on the wing. Klosterman for 3, good. That's 2 for Cooper. He's got 6. 31-22. Peterson here to Sikora. Eggert, right, left of the lane, back up top to Peterson. Driving in the lane, fade away up, short. Grazes the rim, ball rolls out of bounds. It will be Husky ball. That is going to bring Noah Bjerge, or check that. Jackson DeVries back in the lineup here for Wahpeton, and Coach Rolfe wants a timeout. So, timeout taken by the Highlanders with 5:28 to go here in the second quarter. A 30-second timeout taken by Valley City, trailing 31-22. This is Highlander basketball live on YouTube on the Highlander Activity Network. As we come out of the timeout, Braden Stephens brings the ball into the front court. Klosterman here to the near side, has it for the Huskies. Back up top to Stephens. Stephens, right hand, left hand. Has the ball nearly stolen, gets it back. 15 on the shot clock, Mauk up top. Gets a pick, near side, Stephens. 10 on the shot clock. Stephens, right of the free throw line, backs his way in, right of the lane, one-hander, back iron, rolls off. Rebound, Carver Peterson grabs it for Valley City. and then knocked out of bounds. It will stay with the Highliners. That'll bring Talon Larson in. Dieterle will sit down for Valley City. 4:56 to go here in the second quarter. And now, hang on. Wilsterman needs to tie his sneakers. And now the Highliners will bring it up. In the backcourt, Eggert, Peterson, near side, Heck. Heck in the corner, picks up the dribble, puts his head down to Sikora. Three-pointer left wing, short. Off the rim, Talon Larson grabs his third rebound, kicks it up top to Peterson. Then Peterson tried to go over to Eggert, stolen by Stephens, layup up, and good. Off the steal, Mauk actually with the steal in the bucket. 33-22, equaling their biggest lead of the game at 11 points here for the Huskies. Near side, Sikora to Heck. Up top, Eggert. Into the lane, Heck. Onto the wing, Peterson. Right side, Carver. Back to Eggert. Three-pointer from there. Back iron, high rebound. Grabbed there by Mauk. Here come the Huskies back the other way. Halfway through the second quarter. DeVries here to the near side. Down low, King. King backs his way against Peterson. Shot, no. Peterson altered that. Talon Larson grabs the rebound. And now Bryson Eck will slow things down as the Highliners come across, trailing by 11. Long three, Carver Peterson off the front of the rim. Eggert can't control the rebound. Talon Larson does. Goes back up off the glass too hard. And now the Huskies back again. Fifth rebound for Talon Larson. He's got working on a double-double. 10 points, 5 boards here in the first half. 3.5 minutes to go. 33-22, knocked away by Peterson. Here's King, gets back off the loose ball, off the glass for 2. Jaden King with 6. Now it's the biggest lead here for the Huskies at 13 points. Here's Eggert driving through the lane. Layup, no. Bodies on the floor, no whistle. Play on. King, near side. Mauk, layup, good. Timeout, Coach McDaniel and Valley City. And it is a full timeout. 3:07 to go here in this second quarter. Valley City is trailing 37-22. We're back with more Highliner basketball from the Hack on the Highliner Activity Network. As we come out of the timeout, Highliners trailing by 15. Here's the cutter, Sikora. Circles around, steps back behind the arc, now to Heck. Back to Sikora. Sikora driving in, goes up left hand, or the right hand layup good by Zach Sikora. 7 for Sikora. 37-24. Here in the near side. Three-pointer shot taken, doesn't go there by Klosterman. Rebound grab by Bryson Heck. He starts up the floor for the Highliners. Trailing by Baker's dozen. Carver Peterson starts in the lane, dumps it off to Larson. Talon goes up off the glass, good. Bodies flying around, but officials letting them play. 12 for Talon Larson. And Carver Peterson will pick up his second assist. 37-26. Down low, there's a steal by Peterson. Peterson, down court, Sikora, layup, good. Sikora with 9 in the quarter. And a timeout taken by Coach Ralph and Wahpeton. It's a 30-second timeout. 2:03 to go here in the quarter. Highliners have cut the lead to 9, 37-28. This is Highliner basketball on the Highliner Activity Network live on YouTube. One other game going on tonight in the region in Class A, or well, it was going on. It's a final. Kindred defeated Central Cass earlier, 73-47. Vikings, a top team in the league, top team in the state, and one of only two undefeated teams in North Dakota basketball, one girls and one boys. That's all three of the divisions. Here's Stephens, top of the key for the Huskies. Highlanders have cut the lead down, 37-28 with a little 6-0 run. Top of the key, here's DeVries for the Huskies. Minute 40 to go, second quarter. Down low, King underneath, couple of Highlanders around him. King to the cutter, layup DeVries, easy two for Jackson DeVries. 39-28. Far side Heck. In front of the Husky bench, Bryson driving in the lane, shot short. Rebound. That one hit off the rim. And now into the front court, Stephens slows things down for the Huskies. Top of the key to Breeze, looking for the cutter, it's not there. He'll go back up top to Stephens. Stephens. Berge. 15 on the shot clock, back to Stephens. Patience. Stephens just off the left elbow, off the mark. Rebound, grabbed by DeVries, gets it over to Berge. First shot didn't go, gets another one, gets it over to DeVries. His layup is good. Well, they got the second chances, and they're back up by a baker's dozen, 41-28. Eggert in the lane, spin move, right hand, bounces around and rolls off. Stephens grabs the rebound, and the Huskies back the other way can go for the last shot if they so choose, with 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Stephens, 10 in the first quarter, 12 for the game so far. DeVries to King. 10 on the game clock, no shot clock. King driving in, layup no. Talon Larson grabs his sixth rebound. Outlets it to Heck. Heck starting up, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 at the horn. Count it! From about 30, Bryson Heck drops the long three, and he's got 6. And your score at halftime, it is Wahpeton 41, Valley City 31. We're back with Just for Kicks and our halftime show on the way. This is Highlander Basketball, live from the Hack on YouTube on the Highlander Community Network.
The Wee and Petite Just for Kicks dance team performing their jazz routine to Wannabe and their kick routine to No Money. They are coached by Brendan Johnson and Tessa Kinney.
It is just for kicks, Wahpeton.
For those who don't know me, my name is Scott Eberly. I am the president of the Booster Board this year. And every year, the Highlander Booster Board likes to give out the Carl Tate Memorial Highlander Medal. So it's my honor this year to give it to someone who's been there for decades, supporting them through all their activities. I saw him at the Class B game, he's at all the college games, he's here tonight. He's always been there substituting, helping the kids out. So this year, our fan of the year is Cal Lee.
Well-deserved honor. Carl Lee, fan of the year. He is front and center at every Highlander game, every Viking game, Maple River game. I think at one time he might have taught over in Tower City as well. Carl Lee, fan of the year here for the Highlanders on this last home game of the season. 41-31 is your score. Valley City trailing by 10 here at the half. Let's take a look at the numbers in this one. Braden Steffens with 12 points in that first half. 6 points from Bjorn Cabela, 6 points from Jaden King, 6 points from Cooper Klosterman, 4 points from Jackson DeVries, 4 points from Peyton Mount, 3 points from Noah Berge for their total of 41, 26 in the first quarter and 15 in the second quarter. For the Highlanders, Talon Larson leads the way with 12. Bryson Heck with 6, 9 from Zach Sikora, and 4 from Carson Eggert. Also 6 rebounds from Talon Larson. Bryson Heck has 3 to go along with 3 assists. Carver Peterson, a couple of rebounds, couple of assists, and Carson Eggert, a couple of rebounds and 1 assist, and a block and a steal in that first half. And that steal actually led to a two-handed dunk by Talon Larson. Your score at halftime, 41-21, advantage to the Huskies. We're back with the second half. This is Highlander Basketball, live from the Hack on YouTube on the Highlander Activity Network. Paul McDonald back with you here at the Hack as we get ready for the start of the second half. Ray Nelson, our camera operator and technical director tonight, producer. As we are getting ready for the start of the second half, Highlanders down 10, and it will be Wahpeton ball to start things here in the third quarter. Game is 26-17. Wahpeton led by 9 into the first quarter. Wahpeton actually had a 10-0 run to go up 28-17. Highlanders came back, went on a 5-0 run, cut the lead back to 28-22. But then in a matter of moments, back to a 14-point game. 8-0 run by the Huskies. They go 36-22. And now 41-31. Highlanders trailing by 10. And they will start with their starters, Bjorn Cavella, Braden Stephens, Traden Mount, Jaden King, Cooper Klosterman starting the second half here for the Huskies. Highliners will have Peterson, Talon Larson, Bryson Heck, Zach Sikora, Carson Eggert, and again, Carver Peterson here. Down low, off the glass, King for 2 to start the second half. He's got 8. And the lead at 12, but 43-31. Near side, Peterson. Into the corner, Eggert. Lost the ball, out of bounds. It will go over to the Huskies. Huskies ball, they lead by 12. Here the near side, Klosterman. Top of the key, King. Far side, Mount, dribble drive, stop, pop, mid-range jumper off the mark. Rebound, Carver Peterson grabs his third. Down court to Heck. Heck on the far side, Sikora. Sikora driving baseline left, strong to the hole, foul called. He'll go to the line. So Sikora will go to the line and shoot 2. And that foul is going to be the first of the quarter on the Huskies. That'll go against Klosterman. That'll be his first. So the very dangerous free throw shooter, Zach Sikora, shooting 2. Good on the first. He's got 10. Last year led the EDC with an 83% free throw shooting percentage, 75% this year. Free throw up, good. He's got 11. Second Highliner in double figures. 43-33. Mount up top, Klosterman. Near side, Stephens. Stephens at 10 in the first quarter, just 2 in the second. Cabela into the lane, left side. Goes back up top. Mock goes far wing. Klosterman down low, stolen by Carver Peterson, his second steal. Peterson starts up the floor. Pass, far corner, Sikora. Baseline jumper, good. Sikora, 4 in the quarter, he's got 13. Peterson with his third assist. Here goes Stephens, blocked from behind and a foul called. You had Heck coming in from one direction. You had Peterson coming in from another direction. And a foul is going to be called on Carson Eggert. None of the above. That is number 1, and Carson, first in the quarter. Well, must have been on the dribble drive before as he was going up. Free throw good by Stephens. His first trip to the line. He's got 13. Second free throw. Oh, it's good on the second one. I think that was Kinley Suffolkpool that just yelled out over there. Here's Eggert. Sikora. Highlanders down 10. Sikora for 3. Count it! Dribbled his way free, went to the wing and knocked down the three-pointer. 45-38. Highlanders within 7. Now they need to get a stop. 6:19 to go here in the third quarter. Mount gets a pick, stops at the free throw line. Klosterman gets his man in the air, dumps it off to King, reverse layup. They got the stop, couldn't get the loose rebound on the foul reach in as Stephens was heading to the basket. It'll be prior to the shot. And that's going to be on Talon Larson. That'll be his first. Second team foul. Inbounds, lobbed in, grabbed by Cabela on the wing. Right side. Comes up top to the left hand. Gives it off. No, King lost it. Larson off the loose ball to Heck. Highlanders trail by 7. Heck to Sikora. He's got the hot hand of the quarter. Dribbling in. Whittle jumps through, gets the layup, count it, he's fouled, and Sikora will go to the line for the chance at a three-point play. Foul called on Klosterman. That'll be his second team foul.
Huskies foul on number 35, Cooper Klosterman.
And so now at the line, Sikora. Chance at the old-fashioned three-point play. Good. All of the Highlanders' 10 points, courtesy Zach Sikora here in the third quarter. 45-41, 5:38 remaining. Huskies with the lead and the ball. Down low, King, baseline, triple team, onto the wing. That's Mount. He drops back past the arc. Drayton Mount, left-hand dribble on the left elbow, gets it off Cabela. Cabela starts in, cuts off, gets to Klosterman. Now to Steppens, 5 on the shot clock. Klosterman, or to Mount, three-pointer from Steppens is good. Drayton Mount calmly drops the 3. He's got 7. 48-41. Here's Sikora again. Wanted to step back, now drives the baseline. Right of the lane, in the lane. He's feeling it. Shot, oh, that's off the mark, though. He wants the ball here as the senior playing in his last game here on this floor. He's got 19. Ball knocked away by Eggert, loose on the floor. Picked up there by Cabela. Gets it off to Steppens. Steppens underneath, layup, no. Off the mark, rebound, tipped into the corner, and Sikora controls for Valley City. Zach behind the back as he comes into the front court. Doing the leg, step back, 3 from the wing on the ankle biter, or ankle cracker. Rebound Larson, I can't speak tonight. Larson to Heck, teardrop baseline off the mark. Not an ankle biter. Oh, broken ankle is what I meant to say. Oh boy, Paul. Good thing I don't talk for a living. 48-41, advantage here to the Huskies. Down low, Cabela off the glass for 2. Well, the Highlanders, that was a 4-point swing. Had a couple of looks underneath, couldn't get it to go, and then down the other way, Huskies with the bucket up by 9. Sikora, top of the key. Back to Heck, near side Eggert. Eggert to Peterson. Inside, Larson. Back to Peterson. Shot good by Carver. First bucket of the game for Carver and Peterson. 50-43. Highlanders staying within striking distance. 3:38 remaining in the quarter. Dieterle goes to the scorer's table. Up top, Klosterman. Here on the near side, King. King up top, swings it off to Steppens. Steppens back here near side to Mount. Mount, one dribble, up top, Cabela for 3, good. Bjorn Cabela, his third 3, he has got 11, 53-43. Back to that 10-point lead they had at halftime. Eggert dribbles off his ankle, grabs it, gets it up top to Sikora. Sikora try to go down low, and the ball goes out of bounds. They say last touch by the Huskies. Dieterle in, Larson will sit down. DeVries coming in for the Huskies. Klosterman will sit down. 3:04 to go here in the third quarter. Valley City trailing 53-43. They got the inbound, lobbing up top Dieterle to Peterson, Eggert. Sikora cutting through into the right corner, onto the wing, to the free throw line. And he'll give it up top to Peterson. Peterson dribble drive, going up, shot with the right hand off the mark. Hits up back iron, King with the rebound to Mount. Mount in the front court, swings it far corner, Cabela for 3, good, oh boy. Bjorn Cabela's got the hot hand, he's got 4 threes tonight, 14 points. And just like that, it is a baker's dozen. Highlanders had it down to 7, even 6, and now it's back up to 13. Peterson, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Carver. That is his second, third team foul on the charge. Talon Larson in, and now Peterson with those 2 fouls will sit down.
Larson in for the Highlanders.
And that'll bring Talon Larson in. Here come the Huskies, leading by 13. That is their biggest lead. Up top, DeVries, near side, Cabela. Cabela goes down low, King. Stripped, and Sikora comes up with the steal. Sikora in the backcourt, needs some help. Gets it off to Eggert. Eggert into the front court. Eggert comes all the way down left of the lane. Layup good, count it, he's fouled. Carson Eggert will go to the line for the chance at the 3-point play. And Drayton Malk will pick up his third foul, third team foul.
Huskies foul goes on number 11. It's his third person.
And so at the line is Carson Eggert. He completes the 3-point play. He's got 7, 56-46. The Highlanders can keep it under 10 heading into the fourth quarter. I'd say between 5 and 8 points. You're sitting good. Malk on the far wing. Up top, DeVries. Near side, Steppens. Into the corner. DeVries. Mount. King in the near corner. 8 on the shot clock. Up top, Mount. 3-pointer from there, no. Rebound grabbed by King. Gets it out the Mount, dumps it off underneath. DeVries gets his man in the air. Dieterle with the block. Ball on the floor. Picked up there. Top of the key, Cabela for 3. My, oh my. Bjorn Cabela cannot miss right now. His 5th 3-pointer here in the game. 3 in the quarter. There's a steal by a step by Mount, and then he hits the deck hard. And that's going to be on Bryson Heck. That's his first. 4th team foul. Bjorn Cabela, 11 in the quarter, 17 for the game. 59-46. Huskies with the lead and the ball. Stephens to King, or to Berge. Up top, DeVries, Cabela. He just lingers around the perimeter. King up top. Driving in left of the lane, puts his shoulder down. Ball rolls off his, and you say it rolled off one of the highliners. Much to the chagrin of the Columbia blue and white. Baseline inbounds. Stephens, King, back to Stephens. 10 on the shot clock. Number 10 has it. Right hand dribble, far side. Stephens. Near side, Eggert reaching in with 5 on the shot clock. Bails them out with their 2nd foul. 15 fouls, and now Stephens will go to the line and shoot 2. Stephens 2 for 2 at the line. He's got 14 points. 10 of those came in the first quarter. Free throw, good. 60-46. That'll bring Carter Hockert into the lineup. Hockert coming off a 12-point JV game. 2nd free throw for Braden Stephens. Good. Oh, rolled on. And Carson Eggert grabs the rebound. Highlanders down 14. Half minute to go. Far corner. Sikora. Spin move. Left of the lane. Double pumps. Goes up. Fouled. And he'll go to the line. And that foul called on DeVries, his first. 4th team. So Zach Sikora at the line where he is 3 for 3.
Correction, 5,
DeVries picking up the foul. Yes, there we go. Okay, they had the wrong foul up on the board. His first free throw is good. 2nd free throw, good. Sikora 5 for 5 at the line. He has got 21. 60-48. Highlanders down 12. 15 seconds to go. Up top, Stephens. Shot clock off. Gets a pick. On the roll. Gives it to DeVries. Teardrop in the lane for 2. 6 for DeVries. And that'll do it for the quarter. Your score at the end of about 3 quarters, it's the Huskies 62, Valley City 48. We're back with more Highlander boys basketball live from the Hack on YouTube on the Highlander Activity Network. As we get ready to start the 4th quarter, Highlanders down 14. Again, the winner of this game will more than likely be that number 2 seed, if I did the math correctly. The loser would be that number 3 seed. Launching it, Sikora off the rim. Larson grabs his 8th rebound. Talon into the corner, Peterson to Heck for 3, good. Bryson Heck. Carver Peterson now with 4 helpers. And gets that 3-pointer, gets the lead down to 11, 62-51. Near steal by Eggert, might have saw another dunk. Here's Stephens, baseline, Klosterman. Back up top, Stephens. Stephens dribble drive, right of the lane, all the way in. Layup, no. Rebound, Peterson. Outlets it to Eggert. Up ahead to Heck. Layup, good. Bryson Heck with a couple of buckets here in the 4th quarter. The lead down to 9, 62-53. Looks like Mauk and Cabela about ready to come back in here for the Huskies. Up top, Berge. Far wing, Stephens, back to Berge. Here near side, Hockert. Hockert on the wing, goes top of the key to Stephens. Back to the far side, Klosterman. Dribble drive off the elbow, right side. Backdoor bounce pass. Nice dish off there by Stephens, and King gets the lay-in. He's in double figures with 10, 64-53. Sikora back to the way, underneath the basket. Wraparound pass, Peterson, 3-pointer from the wing, front rim short. And we've got a whistle after the rebound. Klosterman's got his tie and sneakers. So once they possessed the ball, the official, Ron Udell, blew the whistle and stopped the play. Here the near side is DeVries, or to Stephens. Stephens will bring it up. 6:24 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Stephens nearly lost it. Bounce pass to King. King on the wing, Klosterman. Dribble drive, right of the lane, watched by Larson. Back up far side, Mauk. He'll give it up top to Stephens. 15 on the shot clock. Stephens, Klosterman to Mauk. 9 on the shot clock. Cabela, 3-pointer. Wow. Wow. That is his 6th 3-pointer. He has got 20. 67. Here's the 3 by Sikora. Back to the way. Cabela clears off the rebound. In the front court, Mauk, Stephens, Cabela. Back up top, Klosterman. Fakes one way, now gives it back up top to Stephens. Huskies being very patient. Left of the lane, Stephens. Up top, Cabela. Now near side. Mauk back to Stephens. Every time, sees there's under 10 seconds. Off the elbow, runner by Stephens, good. They are shooting well tonight. 17 for Stephens. Timeout taken by the Huskies. It's a full timeout. 5:13 to go here in the 4th quarter. 69-53 advantage to the Huskies. We're back with more Highlander boys basketball from the Hack on YouTube on the Highlander Activity Network. I don't have the shooting numbers, but the Huskies have to be hitting around 60-65% tonight. And I mentioned they are milking that clock. It's getting it under 10 seconds every possession, or seems like it. And even if they are shooting threes, they're not missing. 5 minutes, 10 seconds to go. 4th quarter, Highlanders trail by 16 near side, Sikora. Oh, skip pass, nobody was home. Here comes Jaden King. He'll go in, layup, good. Boy, I think someone zigged when they should have zagged. King's got 12, and then we've got a turnover on the outlet. 71-53, that's the biggest lead of the game right now by the Huskies. And we've got a Highlander timeout at the 32nd timeout with 4:57 remaining here in the quarter. 71-53. The Highlanders got it within 6 at 28-22 in that second quarter. Got it under 10 a couple of times here in the third quarter, but Cabela and company have had their shoes on tonight where they are hitting on all cylinders. And it's 71-53. Now the postseason does start tonight. Highlanders, if they are that number 3 seed, they would take on Lisbon in the first round of the Region 1 tournament, and that's more than likely the scenario. And of course, we already lost once to Lisbon by 2 points here. And Oak Grove was a much better matchup, but the Highlanders have a whole lot of work to do. Down 18, just under 5 minutes to go, fourth quarter. On the wing, Berge, back up top, Klosterman. Far side, Malk. Malk watched by Sikora. Left-hand dribble. In the lane to King. 13 on the shot clock. Cabela to King. Back up top, Cabela. Step back, dribbles. 5 on the shot clock. Long 3, air ball. He's human. He's human. He missed everything. If that went in, I'm taking off my headset and walking out of the building. 4:22 to go. Highlanders trailing 71-53. Here to the near side, Sikora. Picks up the dribble. Heck, three-pointer, right side, off the mark, right there. Peterson with the putback. Carter with the putback. He's got 4. 71-55. Cabela across the timeline. Swings it far side. Berge, Klosterman. Driving, right of the lane, goes up strong, and no. Rebound, Peterson grabs his 6th. Up ahead, Sikora. Sikora drives a drive-through double team. Larson, Peterson, three-pointer, good. Carver Peterson knocks down the 3. He's got 7. 71-58. 3:30 remaining. Cabela up top. Far side, Klosterman. Back up top, Cabela. Back to Klosterman. Down low, cutting through, King for the easy 2. 6 in the quarter for Jaden King, 14 for the game. 73-58. Here's Sikora, far side. Up top, Peterson. Back to Sikora. Three-pointer left wing, off the mark. Off the back iron, rebound grab by Muck, and here come the Huskies. Long down court pass for King. Grabs it on the run, the layup, no. And Talon Larson grabs his 9th rebound. Here's Heck into the front court for the Highlanders. Spin move, shot, no, foul. Well, you had Cabela and Muck, both were there. And it's going to be called on Cabela. That'll be his 3rd. That's only the first team foul by either team here in the fourth quarter with 2:47 to go. Bryson Heck hits the free throw. He's got 12. 73-59. Second free throw. Off the mark. Rebound grab by Klosterman. Huskies up by 14 with 2:40 remaining. Steffens, he had the hot hand in the first quarter, been quiet since. Still had 17 tonight. Spin move, Cabela. On the far side, Steffens. Up top, Cabela. Driving in the lane. Needs some help. 5 on the shot clock. Tried to go back door, knocked away, and they're going to call 3 seconds. Something had to give. Ball goes back over to Valley City. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Now we have a timeout taken by the Huskies. And this is going to be a full timeout taken by Wahpeton with 2:15 remaining here in quarter number 4. 73-59, Huskies with the lead. We're back with more Highliner basketball from the Hack on YouTube on the Highliner Activity Network. Bjorn Cabela, 6 3-pointers tonight. He had 6 points on 2 3-pointers in the first quarter. Did not score in the second quarter. Had 11 in the third quarter and 3 more in the fourth. He's got 20. And he is one of 3 Huskies in double figures. Eggert to Sikora. Near wing. Skip pass Peterson. Back to Heck. Far side. Bryson driving in the lane. Goes up with the right hand. Short. Rebound King controls off to Stephens. Huskies back the other way. Inside 2 minutes to go. Cabela near side. Driving all the way in. Layup. Good. 22 for Cabela. 75-59. Baseline. Sikora. Reverse layup. No. Larson with the putback. Good. Talon's got a double-double. 14 points and 10 boards now for Talon Larson. 75-61. 90 seconds to go. Huskies with the lead on the ball. Cabela and Stephens in the backcourt. Comes across. Far side. Mount. Back to Stephens. 14-point game. Stephens, 13 on the shot clock. They're still about 5-6 seconds away from shooting. Driving in, here's Stephens, layup, no. Rebound, Talon Larson grabs his 11th. Outlets it to Eggert. Eggert into the front court. Crossover, into the lane. Eggert, scoop, no. Rebound, Mount. Cabela tried to get the charge, no call. Stephens in the backcourt. Now on the far side, but Mount comes across for the Huskies. He'll circle the wagons. 45 seconds to go in this one. The Huskies will improve to 14-6, 9-3 in the region, and they'll be the number 2 seed. And the Highliners will fall to 7-4 in the region with 1 game left to go. And they are now 9-9 overall. That is going to be Carver Peterson's 3rd personal foul. First team foul on the Huskies. Only 2 fouls called in this 4th quarter, 1 on each. Inbounds, Cabela. At the free throw line. To Klosterman. Klosterman up top. Cabela. So I've been talking how Cabela has looked tonight with 6 3-pointers. How impressive it is. I about imagine what people thought when Jeff Bogie and Shane Oates hit 9 in the game. Well, that's a school record for Valley City. At the half-court line, Stephens. Highlanders are going to be content to let them dribble this out. 4 seconds, 3. Huskies will take the shot clock violation. With 1.4 seconds to go, Highlanders will get a catch and release here. I think the Huskies thought that was the end of the game. Into the corner, Sikora at the horn, count it. So count the 3 ball by Zach Sikora, and your final here tonight. It's the Huskies 75 and Valley City 64. We're back with our postgame here. This is Highlander Boys Basketball, live from the Hack on YouTube on the Highlander Activity Network. Well, the Highlanders did outscore the Huskies 16-13 in that quarter. But the Huskies winning it tonight 75-64. So again, Valley City now 9-9 overall, and they are 7-4 in Region 1. And they will be more than likely that number 3 seed. Northern Cass coming into play here tonight. A 4-4 record in the region. And Northern Cass, as far as region games left, they're at Central Cass on Tuesday, and actually that will be their last game. They played a lot of 2-point games because they didn't play a lot of the teams twice. But it looks like the Highlanders will get that number 3 seed, which means they would take on Fargo Oak Grove here in the opening round of the Region 1. Well, here's what happened tonight for the Highlanders. Zach Sikora led the way with 24 points tonight. 14 from Talon Larson to go along with 11 rebounds. 12 from Bryson Heck. He also had 3 rebounds and 3 assists. Carson Eggert, 7 points with 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Carver Peterson, 7 points. He had 6 rebounds and 5 assists, including that last one on the inbounds. He got to Sikora for the 3-pointer. And Talon Larson again, double-double, 14 points, 11 rebounds, and a couple of helpers tonight. On the other side, Bjorn Cabela with his 6 3-pointers led the way for the Huskies with 22 points, 17 from Braden Steffens, 14 from Jaden King, 7 from Creighton Mauk, 6 from Cooper Klosterman, and 6 from Jackson DeVries, 3 for Noah Berge for their total of 75. Highlanders, 17 in the first, 14 in the second, 17 in the third, and 16 in the fourth. For the Huskies, 26 in the first, 15 in the second, 21 in the third, and 13 in the fourth. So the final tonight, the Huskies with the win, 75-64. Again, they improved to 7-4, or 9-3. They will finish 9-3 in league play, and they are now 14-6 overall, while the Highlanders are 9-9 overall and 7-4 in league play. So one more game left for the Highlanders. They'll be on the road at Kindred coming up here on Tuesday, and then it will be off to Region 1. And again, looking like they'll hold on to that number 3 seed, which means they would take on the Oak Grove Grovers in the opening round of the Region 1 tournament, which will be on March 4th, that Monday, March 4th, for the opening round of the Region tournament, and then March 5th for the second round, and March 7th, that Thursday, for the final day of the Region tournament. Again, don't forget, Highlander girls, they are going to be playing at the state qualifying game tomorrow afternoon, 1 o'clock. That'll be up at Louis Lee Fieldhouse, and that is a 1 o'clock tip-off as they will take on the Carrington Cardinals. The winner will be on their way to the state tournament, which will be held in Minot the weekend of next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for the girls' Class A state tournament. So good luck to Coach Jimmy Howard, the Region 1 Coach of the Year, and the Highlander girls as they will be in action tomorrow afternoon. And that, again, is a 1 o'clock tip-off from Louis Lee Fieldhouse at Mayville State. And again, my thanks tonight. Ray Nelson, our camera operator, technical director, and producer tonight. And also Brian Krewald in the house helping out here earlier this evening. And to all of you watching us again live on YouTube, we do appreciate you joining us and supporting Highlander Athletics as we here have the Highlander Activity Network. We'll be back again. Our next broadcast here, we'll have to stay tuned because basketball is done here at home. And we do have the, actually, coming up Tuesday, girls' night out. They have the Express Wrestling Girls' Night here on Tuesday, and that will be the next coverage of Highlander activities here at the Hack. Final score tonight, Huskies win at 75-64. Until next time, Paul McDonald saying thanks for joining us, and so long from the Hack.